The air pressure inside a tornado's core drops so fast that your lungs would rupture before the wind ever touched you. Not from the spin, not from the debris, from the pressure itself. That single fact rewrites everything you thought you knew about what tornadoes actually are, and what they do to living things. Here is what most people picture. A giant spinning column of wind picks things up and throws them. Brute force, mechanical destruction. But the real killer inside a tornado funnel is something invisible, something your body has no defense against, and something that operates on the same physics that makes a soda can collapse in a vacuum chamber. Let us talk about what pressure actually means for your body. Your body right now is under constant attack from the atmosphere. About 14.7 pounds of force pressing down on every single square inch of your skin. That is roughly 1 atmosphere of pressure. You do not feel it because the air inside your lungs, your sinuses, your ears, it all pushes back at exactly the same force. You are in equilibrium. You are balanced. Now imagine that external pressure drops by 30% in less than 1 second. That is what happens at the center of a mature tornado. The pressure inside a powerful EF5 tornado can fall to as low as 850 millibars. Normal atmospheric pressure is about 1013 millibars. That is a drop of over 160 millibars. And it does not happen gradually. It happens as the funnel passes over you. It happens in the time it takes to blink. Your lungs are elastic. They expand and contract, but they are not designed for explosive decompression. When external pressure vanishes that fast, the air inside your lungs has nowhere to go but out, violently. The technical term is pulmonary barotrauma. Your alveoli, the tiny air sacs that transfer oxygen into your blood, can literally tear apart under the pressure differential. The same injury kills scuba divers who ascend too fast. Except in a tornado, the speed of change makes even the fastest uncontrolled diving ascent look gentle. Think about this analogy. Take an airtight plastic bottle. Squeeze all the air out and seal it. Now take it to altitude or put it in a pressure chamber. Watch what happens. The bottle crumples inward. Your thoracic cavity, your chest, would experience the opposite. The sudden low pressure outside tries to pull everything outward. Your eardrums can rupture in milliseconds. Your sinuses can crack. Your eyes can hemorrhage. And here is the part that genuinely feels impossible. You might be conscious for some of it. The pressure drop is not like a knockout blow. It is like being inside a bomb that detonates around you but leaves the shockwave touching every surface of your body simultaneously. Survivors of nearby tornado passes have described a sensation of their ears popping so violently they lost hearing instantly. That popping is your eardrum failing to equalize fast enough. In the direct core, there is no time to equalize anything. If this blew your mind, subscribe right now because we cover exactly this kind of science. The stuff textbooks skip over because it makes the universe feel genuinely dangerous and weird. Now let us go deeper. There is a second physics layer here that almost nobody talks about. The tornado funnel you see is not actually the tornado. The funnel is just condensed water vapor, the visible signature of where pressure has dropped low enough to cause air to condense into cloud. The actual tornado, the zone of destructive rotation, extends beyond what you can see. It is invisible at its edges. This means you could be inside the most lethal pressure environment on Earth and the visible funnel could still be dozens of meters away. The core of a tornado is also not a single unified column. Radar and field research have revealed that inside large tornadoes there are multiple sub-vortices, smaller rotating cylinders of extreme wind that orbit around the main center. These sub-vortices move at speeds that can exceed 300 miles per hour at the ground contact point. And they do not move smoothly. They skip, jump, and vary in intensity in ways that create a landscape of destruction that looks almost random from the outside. One house survives. The house next door is gone. This is not luck. It is sub-vortex geometry playing out at scales smaller than a city block. Now here is the implication that changes how we think about extreme survival scenarios. Humans have survived inside tornado funnels. There are documented accounts, mostly from before the modern era, of people caught in storm cellars or structures that were directly enveloped. What they describe is not crushing wind. They describe sudden silence, a strange greenish light, and a roaring sound like standing next to a freight train. One account from the Glazier-Higgins-Woodward tornado in 1947 described a man briefly seeing the interior of the funnel above him as an illuminated cylinder, walls rotating visibly around a clear center. That clear center is real. It is called the eye of the tornado, and like a hurricane's eye, it contains relatively calmer air. But getting to it requires surviving the wall, the zone of maximum wind and maximum pressure drop. Almost nothing does. This is the paradox of tornado physics. The most survivable point is the geometric center. But to reach it, you must pass through the most lethal zone on the planet's surface. The atmosphere is not your friend. It tolerates you. It keeps you alive through a precise balance of pressure that your body has spent millions of years of evolution adapting to. Disturb that balance by even 15% and you begin to fail. Disturb it by 30% in under a second and the failure is catastrophic and nearly instantaneous. The wind does not have to touch you. The sky just has to stop pushing back. Physics is not abstract. It is the thing standing between you and a very bad day. If this kind of real science breaks your brain in the best way possible, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we go places textbooks are too afraid to take you.